first 5 fights on our fight card. We showed our fight card on Facebook, just blank slate. There's over 20 fights, a lot of action. It's going to be a lot of fun to go through these. And I'm just going to do a surface dive into a couple of these fights that we have matched up. So this will be, the first one we're discussing will be the first fight of the night. It'll kick off the action. It'll be the first official Gulf Coast Gloves fight. It'll be between Justice Dirty Harry Harrison from Pascagoula, Mississippi, and Makai Super Williams from Memphis, Tennessee. Williams is a debut with the promotion. Young, hungry fighter, very motivated. He's living the lifestyle. He's training. He's all in. So exciting to get young, hungry fighters like that have a competitive edge and are ready to go. We welcome him, and he'll be a part of history being the first fight, so he can set the tone for the night, as can Harrison. Justice has 3 fights with the promotion, the Southern Hand Slugfest. He fought at Southern Hand Slugfest 13, 14, and 15. So Justice shows up. He currently has a 1-2 record with the promotion. Excited to see an evolved version of him. A little bit grittier version. He's a good kid. He goes in there, he throw punches. He's not scared. He shows up. He steps in those ropes, and I appreciate him for that. So he's 3 for 3 on showing up for us. He gets in there. He won his first fight by knockout, so he got off to a good start with Southern Hand Slugfest, and he looks to get started with in his winning ways with Gulf Coast Gloves as well. So, but the first fight of the night is Makai Super Williams and Justice Dirty Harry Harrison. So they'll start the night off on the action, and that will be in the lightweight division. We are not currently assigning red and blue corner. That is subject to change. We will post that before the event. But right now, we're just going to go over the fight order and the fight card as a whole from top to bottom. So that's why you're not going to see red and blue displayed on any of these fight cards yet. And the next one, everybody loves heavyweight fights, and we got a good one for you here. Jonathan Kitchens from Auburn, Alabama, and Aaron Pullman from Picayune, Mississippi. Both guys have fought for the promotion before. They both have 1 tournament appearance with Southern Hand Slugfest, and they're making their Gulf Coast Gloves debut. So they'll be the first ever heavyweight fight under this banner. Jonathan Kitchens has a 1-1 record with us, and he's only lost as a decision loss to the Hall of Famer Darren Hercules Eastre. So he got a good win in the opening round of a bracket, and then he ended up dropping a decision to Hercules in the quarterfinal. So excited to have Jonathan back. His brothers fought for me as well. He's a fantastic fighter, a middleweight. We're hoping to get him back soon too, Jeremiah. So, and Aaron is a great fighter, a very disciplined guy. He's a real martial artist, and excited to have him back as well. He's 1-0 with the promotion. He was in a tournament at Southern Hand Slugfest 13, and he beat Caleb Walls on a decision. So interesting fight here, a 1-1 versus a 1-0. Aaron had to drop out of the bracket due to an injury. He's healthy. The time is right. We've been wanting to get him back in there, and he will step inside those ropes against Jonathan Kitchens on July 26th. So a good heavyweight fight. Don't be late to this event, folks. So that'll be fun as the second fight of the night. Third fight of the night, one a lot of people are excited about. A real dynamite fight. We got some speed and flash in this one. There's going to be a lot of skills on display. So this is what's going to be fun in these 2-minute rounds. And these guys are going after it. So we got Rico Russ from Dothan, Alabama. Rico's a serious dude. He's ready to go. He said yes to this fight immediately, and he's all in. I like his mentality about fighting, and very respectful, very I've been doing this so long. I can sense if you're 99% in, I'll smell that 1% in you. I smell nothing but 100% out of Rico Russ. I'll say that. So excited to watch him go, and he's going to square off against a little local favorite, Caden Cadillac Barnett. Some people are familiar with him. Some people are not, from St. Martin, Mississippi. Caden comes from a great gym, Hunter MMA. I've known Kyle a long time. Kyle is his primary trainer, and Caden is the first ever fighter in our promotion's history that's been 17 and under that has been granted to compete. Due to his advanced skills, it's hard to match him with other teenagers around his age. He's ready to step up. He's been in there before with 20-something-year-olds. He is not shying away from the challenge. So Caden's going to school. He's getting out of school, and then he's training. So he is really living that life of a fighter. the youngest fighter in this promotion's history once he steps inside those ropes. And this will be a dynamite featherweight fight. There's going to be a lot of punches thrown in this one. And it's going to be the first official featherweight fight. So very excited about that one. Both guys will be bringing it. And that's going to be a fight where little differences in the exchanges, because they're both skillful, they're fast, they're well schooled. A little differences in their exchanges are going to end up making big differences. So excited to see how that plays out. So that'll be a fun one. Moving on to our fourth fight of the night, another heavyweight fight. You're getting 2 heavyweight fights in the first 4 bouts on this card. Ty Cam from Grand Bay, Alabama versus Tyler Berserk Eastley from Lumberton, Mississippi. Ty has fought for the promotion one time before. He was actually the very first fight at Southern Hand Slugfest 2 way back in 2022. He went 1-0. He beat Malik Pruitt on a dominant unanimous decision. Ty looked really good. What I remember about Ty is he was very technical for a big guy. He was crafty. He was very comfortable in there. He never looked out of place. He never looked uncomfortable. But my only issue with Ty is I just wanted to see more of him. He had to drop out of the bracket. That's why I only had one fight with the promotion, an injury he was dealing with. So that's what forced him out. But he's going to make his Gulf Coast Gloves debut. He hadn't fought for us in 3 years. But that's what I remember about Ty. He's very technical. He was ready to go. And he was comfortable in there. And he comes from a solid gym. Very reputable guys there. Brian Creel and all them. Bunch of guys that have fought for me before. So, yeah, excited to see Ty come back. He was always one of those guys. He was kind of a mystery because he fought once, he looked great, and then you didn't see him again. So this is he answered this call immediately. I sent him multiple names. He was game for anyone. He's ready to go, and he's looking to make some noise in the heavyweight division of Gulf Coast Gloves. So, and Tyler's going to be a debut with the promotion. He has fought before. Excited to see Tyler. Very respectful guy. Very all in. Again, I sent him a couple of names. He was willing to say yes to any of them. He just wants to fight. So I'm excited to have him. So yeah, he has an opportunity to get a good win in his debut and really, really make a name for himself. He gets a win over Ty in this. It opens up a door and a lot of possibilities for either one of these winners. We talk about some serious names and moving up the card and some future potential matchups and all that. And we'll see how the fight plays out. It's going to be interesting. So that'll be the fourth fight on the card. Exciting stuff there. Then we got one here. This is going to be, they're all sleeper fights. They really are. I hate that term because you never know, how exactly styles make fights and how it's all going to play out on the night under the bright lights and all that. And if both fighters are at their absolute best, but I can tell you about this one. If both fighters are at their absolute best and they show up, this is a real sleeper fight. A great fight here. Featherweight division. Kevin Wildman Bonvillain from Golden Meadow, Louisiana. He fought in our last event in April. He went 1-1. He looked phenomenal. He got a stoppage win against Anton Achman. Anton's got a lot of tournaments and fights with me. And Kevin stopped him, I believe, in the second round and looked really good. Threw nasty body shots, came forward, and he's well schooled. I know he's in his gym. He's surrounded by some pros, and Kevin spars, and he comes ready. So very exciting. He only lost the decision to Ladrell Wright in the quarterfinals, who ended up winning the whole tournament. So he lost the decision to the eventual champion that night. So Kevin's 1-1 with the promotion. He's exciting. I like his style a lot. So, and Roy Watson from Gulf Shores, Alabama, well-schooled guy. I appreciate Justin for hooking us up, Justin Howard. I've seen him fight on other cards. I'm very familiar with Roy. Of all of our debuts on this card that have never fought for me, I'm probably the most familiar with Roy compared to any other debut on this card. So I've seen him on multiple other cards in person, and he passes the eyeball test. He's young. He's skilled. He throws a variety of punches. He's not a one-trick pony. He's got a deep bag of tricks. And this is going to be one of those fights, I'm telling you. So the featherweight division is going to be riddled with talent. And I'm very excited how it's all going to play out. And these are going to be two names and contenders that are going to stay in that mix. So they're going to have some fun in there. They're going to let their hands go. and another heavyweight featherweight burner right there. So